Hi, I'm tuning in from Netflix Animation Studios, and my name is John Aoshima, the co-director of the new CG animated feature, Ultraman. Ultraman means the world to me. As a filmmaker, I've been a big fan of Eiji Tsuburai's tokusatsu work for a long time, and I have a lot of nostalgic memories from the time I was growing up in Japan. As a young boy in Japan, Ultraman was everywhere. So much awesomeness, all packed into one show. So little boy, me, in Japan, I was in complete heaven. And now here I am today. And let me just say, when the film was greenlit, I was ecstatic. Japanese American boy who grew up here in the U.S., pursuing animation as his career and working on American projects. I would have never thought that I would have the opportunity to work on such an iconic character as Ultraman. Another great thing about being part of this is that I have a personal connection, and I really, really relate to the main character, Ken Sato, in the film. Just like me, he was born in Japan, grew up in the US, and he faces some of the similar experiences of finding oneself, their identity, and how they fit in the world. And having that level of perspective for a hero really has allowed me to tap into my own life experiences. And telling his story in the film has actually influenced me and has inspired me to have more courage in life. Because life is too short and you gotta live life to the fullest. And so I know we don't have much to show this time, but everyone's working really hard. And I know we can't be there in person this time around, but once things calm down a bit more, we hope to share more exciting work and share our progress and have that done in person once everyone is safe and healthy. So until then, I look forward to seeing you all.
Hey there, Ultra fans. I'm so happy to be part of this event. My name is Shannon Tyndall, and I am the writer and director of the new Ultraman animated film for Netflix. So the first thing they've asked us to talk about is their love of Ultraman. And I didn't have the access that a lot of people have growing up with that character. I didn't have access to toys or comic books and magazines, so I just obsessively drew my versions of Ultraman. But I've had a very deep love of Ultraman since I was 5 years old, and the love continues, and I can't wait to share that love in this movie. So, as I said before, I have this intense love of Ultraman, and that love was kind of rekindled whenever I moved out to Los Angeles. Well, I started thinking, what can I do? What can I do that revolves around Ultraman, that feels like something that's an Ultraman related thing? Because I knew I couldn't get the rights to Ultraman. So I came up with this idea so I brought it to Netflix, and the first thing that Netflix says was, look, we know that this is clearly inspired by Ultraman. How would you feel about making this film an Ultraman film? And I was blown away. But it was like talking to little 6-year-old me, little 5-year-old me, and saying, how about making an Ultraman film? And we were able to then pitch the idea. I flew out to Japan and I met with Tsukagoshi-san and Kei-san and Onda-san and the rest of the incredible Tsuburaya team and pitched them the film. And thankfully, they responded to it. They responded very positively to it. And so at the point that they loved it, and then we started to do the development work for it. So we started to develop the ideas. I'd already written a script at that point. I started to write a new script that incorporated the Ultraman mythology, which was very exciting. And so after what actually became like a 15-year journey from the first time that I had the idea until the time that I pitched it and it became an Ultraman idea, the moment that it was greenlit was pretty incredible. This idea that I could take a character that's so iconic, that so many people love, and incorporate my personal experiences into the character was mind-blowing. And I was over the moon. I was so excited by that opportunity. The thing that excites me always is whenever I see my ideas on the page and I'm writing them, where I start to collaborate with other artists and bring the team together, being able to work with one of my best friends in the world, John, and have him come in and then get this A-list team, our production designer, art director, our head of story, our production team, bringing all these people together who share a love of making films and who want to tell a great story, and seeing them fall in love with Ultraman. Folks who didn't know anything about Ultraman, which is what we want to do. We want to bring Ultraman not just to the fans, but to everybody. Folks who might not know who Ultraman is, we want them to fall in love with the character as well. So to see other team members experience that and to see them kind of share their love for Ultraman and to grow a love for Ultraman that they may not have had before has been incredible. And then the beautiful artwork. I can't say enough about the visuals, what we've been able to produce already with our art department, with our story department, with our editorial teams, with our previs teams, but also our studio partner, Industrial Lights and Magic. That, as a little boy, I dreamed of working for Industrial Lights and Magic, and so that I'm getting to work with them to bring Ultraman to life. And many of the folks on our Ultraman team are massive Ultraman fans and have been Ultraman fans since they were little kids. So to see them start to take this concept art and turn it into these beautiful 3D images, these CG images with this beautiful rich light, and I can't wait to show you more. I can't wait to share this story with you and to all the other Ultraman fans out there. I wish I could be in Japan in person talking about this. I miss Japan dearly with all my heart. I love that as a fan, I get to make something for the fans. And so to all the fans out there, I promise you we are doing our best to live up to what your hopes and dreams are for an animated Ultraman film. And you'll see it soon.